YouTube, what's good? It's your boy, Paulus Harris, aka the Crazy Uncle. Hey, if this is your first time tuning in, go ahead, hit that subscribe. Damn, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell every time I post some new content. Uh, Once again, hey, look, second show within the amount of hours. Again, I'm not going to actually really say that I actually really forgot about this one, but now that I've actually really went back on social media, figure out what the hell was going on, right? I forgot about, for the most part, I actually really forgot about Paul Mooney passing away. I really did. So, but I've heard all of this. I've heard everything. People saying like, okay, he was with Richie Pryor, he was with the Chappelle show, and this and that and the third. And I'm not gonna sit up here and say that I'm here to clear up anything, right? But a lot of the stuff what a lot of these people are actually really talking about, Paul Mooney himself will actually really tell you that he actually really never wrote for Richard Pryor. He helped with the Richard Pryor show. As far as like any as far as like any of his stand-ups, that was all Richard Pryor, right? Paul might have actually really helped out on certain things, but there's no like a bulk of the let's just say all of it was Richard. Paul act like might have would have told him like, hey, polish it up here, polish it up there, and then everything will be, then everything will be good. But I'm hearing all this stuff, with Hollywood. I just got to listen to a fellow YouTuber. And and for the most part, I'll be the first one to tell you that a lot of these people, Hollywood is real. And then I think a lot of it is like this, right? Whether put like this, whether you do your job or whether you don't do your job in Hollywood, right? Uh, I mean, you gonna have they get you out of there. Like seriously, they're gonna get you out of there. And so I'm looking at this. I'm looking at this whole thing. I'm looking at Paul Mooney and what he told. As far as like a lot of things from Queen Elizabeth to Barack Obama to everybody, right? And then I'm listening to what Dick Gregory said, and then Dick Gregory will say the exact same thing about a lot of individuals, right? And for people that was like prior to when Paul Mooney came on the scene, right? And so I'm listening to what Paul Mooney says. I'm listening to what Dick Gregory says. I'm listening to what a lot of people say about the United States government, right? And there's always people that you actually really want to hear from. You want to hear from certain individuals because you feel like, okay, for first and foremost, they got the inside scoop and how shit really is. But let's just say for shits and giggles, right? That once they're actually really in this so-called city called Hollywood, or Hollywood, however the hell you actually really want to put it out there, right? Let's just say that these select few, right, are actually like really put in place to be like, hey, guess what? We want you to actually really go out there, tell the truth, make it funny. Here's the deal. Make it funny. Where that they could actually really be like, okay, well, you know what? You just talking. We're gonna blow it off. Right? But here's the here's the problem with that, people. when it's just like what I used to call myself. I used to call myself the Medusa not too long ago. And the only reason why I call myself the Medusa, right? Because it's just for the simple fact that truth was never designed to be pretty. The truth was never designed to be funny, right? And so for the most part, right, the truth is the ultimate punch you in the mouth, tell you to shut the fuck up type of deal. You can't put like this, you can't make it funny, regardless of how hard you try. Yes, people laugh. Yes, people laugh, but at the same time, though, right? What else? What else are you really gonna do about it? People want to sit up and they say laughter kills, or it kills pain. Okay, I get all that, but so does actually really talking. Now, if you actually really want to try to talk it and make it into a comedic deal, then for the most part, you old sick ass individual. Plain and simple. So let's just say for shits and giggles, right? After I done told you what the fuck to do, I done told you, hey, look, go tell the truth, but make motherfuckers laugh. And you knowing how the truth really is, you can't actually really go out there and make nobody laugh at the truth. Yeah, they may laugh, but that's only because the average motherfucker really don't know no better. Because if you actually really knew, you'd be like, hey, you know what? That shit ain't funny. Right? So what happens is this. You almost gotta, it's almost like this. The higher ups, regardless of the higher ups, and motherfucker, regardless of division, because they control all of this shit. Right? But let's just say that you take on a job where that, you know what? Let me tell the truth, but let me be funny about it. And I'm gonna say this again. Let me tell the truth, but let me be funny about it. How many people do you actually really think you finna capture? Yeah, you telling the truth, but you joking about it. How many people did you actually really think that you finna capture? And so then when you go back to your higher ups or whatever, and then the higher ups looking at you, hey, look, you ain't doing your job. You ain't doing your job. It's almost like they want motherfuckers to know what the fuck they doing. But at the same time, right, you stupid enough to be like, yeah, I can do that. And people will catch on. And let's just say that people are, let's just say for shits and giggles, people are catching on. Okay, so you got it. So how come hasn't any of this shit changed? That's what you gotta ask yourself. How come hasn't any of this shit changed? Right? This is because you be surprised that the majority of the people in this country or in this world, for this matter, they, for the most part, they already know what the fuck is going on. They already know what's going on. They know why it's going on. But ain't nobody actually really push the issue to actually really to move forward with what the fuck is going on. So, and I know out of the stuff that I actually really said earlier about the whole George Floyd shit, which is bullshit, mind you, right? Because like I said, it's almost like, okay, the next training exercise is going to be the knee to the neck, right? Hold this position until the person dies. Get ready. Get it. Well, first of all, get a position. Get set. Go. Right. And then, like I said, I ain't never known for nobody to get choked out that damn long. A sleeper hold. Just go look at any MMA fight. They got you in the chokehold. Once they know they can't get out, they tapping. So you mean to tell me this motherfucker lasted 9 minutes and 29 seconds? All of the MMA. Now, if you want, now here's the truth. And if you actually really want to make it funny, if that motherfucker lasted 9 minutes and 29 seconds, then every goddamn MMA fighter need to act like really George Floyd could have opened up his own goddamn school into how to survive a motherfucking chokehold. Because that motherfucker got stamina out of this motherfucking world. Now that's motherfucking funny. So my whole thing about Paul Mooney, Dick Gregory, Richard Pryor, or whatever. Here are three people that was in the comedy realm that actually really told it like how it was. That told you the truth. But they signed their name on that dotted line and said, hey, look, guess what? Tell the truth, make it funny, and hopefully people will follow you. And maybe that they did, maybe people did follow. But they didn't follow like how the higher ups wanted them to follow. Thus, they got your ass out of there. Because go back and look at what happened to motherfucking Dick Gregory, right? He died of a motherfucking urinary tract infection, which cranberry juice could clear that shit up quick, fast, in a hurry. How I know? Because I didn't have it too many plus. I didn't have urinary tract infection too many times. And I've taken motherfucking cranberry juice. Clear that shit right up. And for somebody to be as health conscious as Dick Gregory was, and that's what the fuck he died of? No, I don't buy that one bit, people. So here's the deal. Did Paul Mooney die? Did he get sacrificed? Hey, that's your motherfucking call. But the thing about it though is this. He signed his name on the dotted line to work with Hollywood. Did he accomplish what the fuck he accomplished? Apparently not. If you want to look at it like that. And again, we could just actually really say, well, goddamn it, you know what? Hey, look, you only promised 410, that's 70 years. So he was like 9 years. He was like 9 years over. So let's just actually really say, hey, look, we can look at, y'all can look at it however y'all want to look at it. Y'all can look at it like, okay, well, he got sacrificed, or we can just look at it, hey, look, he had a good life. Plain and simple, people. So, with that being said, hey, tell your mama, tell your daddy, tell Big Dad, tell Big Bertha, your grandma, your papa, motherfucker next door, cross street, around the corner. Papa's Harris, aka Crazy Uncle. I'm gonna holler at y'all.